Well, hello, Moose Racing League fans, and welcome to round one here of the Tier 4 Championship in Season 10, our first double-digit season here at Moose Racing League. I am so excited to be bringing you guys the action from Brazil here tonight. It's going to be electric, lights out, crazy chaos here in Tier 4. I am stoked to finally be back here in Tier 4. In fact, if you guys don't already know the voice, hello, everybody. It's me, your good friend Punju. How's it going? I'm going to be joined by my friend Jim eventually. Hello, Jim. Hi. Hi, Jim. He'll be here eventually. Don't you worry, guys. But until then, y'all are stuck with me. I know. Just what a terrible thing to have. You guys get stuck with me. What's going on, Dylan? How's it going, my friend? We're going to be having a whole ton of fun here today in Tier 4, guys. I'm super stoked to be bringing you guys round one of the Tier 4 Championship. We call Tier 4 tier money because obviously if you hold shift and press a 4 button, you get the cash sign. But also the action here is just pure money. It's always electrically fun, crazy chaos. I expect it to be nothing but ridiculousness, and I'm super stoked. Do I see a Mr. Jim just rage just popping in here? Oh my gosh. Is he here?
I have made it.
Ah! He's made it!
I've made it. The race just ended. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, you're good. You're good. Hold on. Let me turn up your volumes real fast because I don't think anybody can hear you right now. Nothing to worry about here. Can you say some words?
Hello? Words.
Words are almost there. Can you like turn up your input like crazy?
Yeah. Let me see. Where is...
Max it out, my guy.
Let's see. Talking Discord options. Hello? Is that better?
Oh, it's already getting better.
More?
Crank it.
Is that more better?
Max it out.
Betterer?
Full 100%.
Let me see.
I'm almost gonna
I
100%
know what
you.
I'm doing here because I'm on my Xbox with it, so that may be causing one of the issues.
That could be it.
All right, give me a sec here.
Can everybody in chat hear Jim? I think we can kind of hear Jim. Jim, while you're getting
Hello?
I think we can hear you now.
I can yell if we
Yeah.
need to.
Freaking scream! Dude, I mean, Jim, this is our first time ever getting to commentate together, isn't it?
I know. This is crazy. I'm very excited. I get
Whoa!
Yellow and you in the same season.
Heck
Look at
yeah,
that.
man. We're going to have fun. Well, you know what? With round one being here at Brazil, obviously, nobody's ever seen this track before, so let's go ahead and take a look at the track map. Jim, you just came off a crazy race around this track, these 15 turns of 2.6-mile insanity. Which turns do you expect to be the craziest ones here in Tier 4?
Let's see. So, in the races that, the race that I just went through, obviously turns 1, 2, and 3. That whole sector, and then I
Pure
believe
shenanigans.
4, 5. 6, 7, 8. You see if anyone gets on the throttle a little too early, they'll go cutting the grass through basically all of sector 2. And then obviously the final corner that's notorious for everyone
Craziness.
having to reset to having to reset to track and in the middle of the road and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah.
that's where I expect things to be an issue today.
I think you're probably right. I think those are going to be the spots that we need to watch out for. I'm honestly excited for craziness. I have yet to commentate a crazy fun race like Tier 4 in a hot minute. Obviously I'm stuck with all the sweats in Tier 1, so I'm excited to give some tier money action right now. This is your first Tier 4 commentary experience as well, is it not?
I may have filled it at one point somewhere along the line before, but I did used to race in Tier 4 for a while.
Yes. I almost found myself down to Tier 4 for a little while as well.
I almost found myself up into Tier 4 this session. Which
I know. Hey, speaking of which, I didn't get to see the finish of your race. How did the final bit of your race go?
So it rained, and
oh my God.
The top 3 were Nikki G, JT, and myself. And we all stayed out on slicks and made it to the end barely. I almost got eaten alive by all of the inner runners at the end, but it was definitely a photo finish going down to the end there.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Well, everybody in chat is probably excited to go ahead and get into this race. Let's go jump in because it looks like the session's already started.
I'm gonna try and join.
Oh yes, you should.
Who is in there? Jordan's racing, right?
Yeah, he's racing. Yeah, you should be able to send him a message or just join off him. We've got Tier 4 action going on here tonight, and I'm already on Edge's camera. He's about to go out there. We already have some drivers having set some times. Harry Sutton currently at a 108.2. That's actually insane. What the heck?
Yep.
I need them to chillax. That's way too fast for tier 4. That's insanity. That's crazy. I'm doing 108.2s.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Nikki G had the pole in tier 5 at 108.245. So
wow. There's
Yeah.
some pace at this track.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and it's very, very tight. I mean, even though he was a 108.2, from second place to 19th was all within a second on tier 5 for qualifying. So I expect much of the same here.
Wow. Well, for those of you guys that are in chat, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Henry says, Puncher's in tier 4. Who's in tier 1? I'll also be doing tier 1. Don't you worry. I'll be there as well. And yes, Dig, I'm finally home after my travel shenanigans for the last few days. It's been insane. But hey, let's go ahead and take a look at the calendar that we got here today. Obviously, our very first race of the season is here at Brazil. Next week, we're going to the Principality of Performance and Petty Mistakes. That's Monaco. After that, we're going to go to China. Then we'll be going to Canada. Then there'll be the break. I've messed that up. Don't worry, we're not racing on the 11th. It's actually the 3rd is what we're going to do, Canada. 11th will be our break. Then the Netherlands on the 18th. Hungary on the 25th. Bahrain for round 7. Then we're going to go to Jeddah round 8. Belgium round 9. And, of course, finishing out the season at Australia. The OG way to finish it way back in the day, as the seasons used to do. And let's also take a look at our... wrong one. At our driver lineup for this season, we've got I Am Jordan and Kamau in the McLarens. The Alpha Tauri is Meebinator and Smooth Operator for this season. The Alfa Romeo, Jim, you know this one. Who are your drivers today?
I do. They are Drunken Shamrock and
Golden
why
Drift,
am I blanking? Oh God,
yeah,
duh.
Speed Boy.
the speed demon himself.
Yeah, the dominant man from tier 5. He's bumped himself up to tier 4. Of course, we've got Taylor DCFC and NVA with the best nickname in the entire season last year. The Williams guys will be D Master, OG, and Knight. Then the Alpine will be the team principal Lakota, as well as Nigel Thornbrake, a brand new driver. We've got, of course, the Haas drivers of Sniper and Cartman, then the Mercedes of Yoga and Sandman, the Red Bulls of Harry Sutton, JBTC, and the Ferraris of Chantilla and Mr. Old School. Fun fact, by the way, guys, if you look at this driver lineup, you see how Kamau, Lakota both have their own pictures on top of the face. If you guys are Moose Racing League pit crew members, you actually get to have your face on this graphic. So if you've already made yourself a Moose Crew or Moo Crew pit crew member here on the YouTube, make sure to let Mr. Kamau know, and then we will go ahead and get you a little headshot and superimpose it here onto the stream. So fun little thing we'll do for you guys. Let's jump into the race itself and start looking at what we got here in qualifying. As it looks like right now, Taylor DCFCT, FCYT, excuse me, he's at the YouTube at the end, is at a 108.218. That's pretty quick. Who are you looking at this session to be the dark horses, the speedy ones?
I am interested. I mean, not that just he is my driver, but he was so much faster than tier 5 last season. I'm interested to see how Golden Drift fares in probably the correct tier for him. Sandman is also a new rookie driver that I'm looking. I mean, he's been the talk of the TPs lately, so looking to see how well he does.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a speedy one. I'm on Jordan's camera right now. I think he's going to be coming back to this season with a vengeance. He obviously took a bit of an off season last season, and now he's back in with some hot desire to go and send it up to the top end of this standings for the season. He's currently at a 108.306, just coming through turn 3 right there. Or sorry, turn 4, excuse me. We're going to focus up on him for this lap. Comes over the fast sweeping right-hander. I'm curious if he's going to be up through sector 2. It's a bit of an awkward turn in into the S's right there. I think he probably could have cut a little bit farther to the inside. Decent middle of that one right there, though. I mean, he's going to be bridging on that 108.23 area right now, so he definitely has a chance to improve. I don't know if it's for sure going to be enough. It looks like he's putting everything he's got into this lap, though. It'll be his second last one of the session. So he'll have one more try after this. He is up just under a 10th right now. Would be putting him actually on provisional if he holds this exact time. So if he doesn't lose any time to the final corner that he just did right there, then he'll be on provisional. Let's see if Jordan will come through getting a provisional pole to start off his second lap of the session. I think he might. And he does. Yep. 108.133 by almost a full 10th. He grabs. That's a really good sector 3 from Jordan. So something the rest of the drivers have to be worried about is this McLaren driver. Kind of come out of the nowhere, huh, Jim?
Yeah. I mean, well, we knew he had the pace. I think the season that he took off, last session was good for him. I think, like you said, he's going to be coming back with a vengeance and just, clear head, clear mind. He's going to be ready to go this full season.
I think he's one that everyone's gonna have to kind of watch and understand that he's probably gonna be in a shot with like he's gonna be within a shot of like good results every single week. He's gonna be one to watch for sure for the entire season. I'm curious to see, as you said, obviously with Golden Drift, what he's gonna do. I'm really curious about Mr. Old School as well. I want to see what he's got, but Yoga to me is a total unknown. He's one of the guys in the rookies that I never got a chance to watch. So I'm especially curious as to what he's got in the Mercedes personally for this tier. So it'll be interesting to see what he's got. Now, I'm on Nigel Thornbreak right now. I'm seeing him go through the middle of Sector 2. He looks decently quick, but I'm curious if this is going to be better than what he's got prior. He's used up already half of his ERS before he even gets to the middle of Sector 2. So this thing's burning off pretty crazy. Do you think that's going to come into play during the race itself?
I know I did see, like, after restarts, everyone loves to dump ERS right away, and then if you do that for 2 laps, by the 3rd lap, you are flashing 100% and out, and it takes a few laps to even get 20 or 30% back in ERS at this place.
Well, there's Nigel Thornbreak. He described himself 3/10 on that one. He's right next to his teammate and team principal, Dakota. He puts himself into 4th. Really good improvement right there. People in chat are saying, wow, these guys are quick, and that is true. This Tier 4 is looking speedy, and it's tight. Take a look at the gaps up and down the field. 1st through 17th is 1 second. We usually see that only in Tier 1, but we're seeing it all the way down to Tier 4. That's crazy talk, Jim.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, even Tier 5... I mean, with it being a smaller track, I think that helps it as well. But even, like I said, even Tier 5, I'm hoping all the tiers this year are like that. And it's great close racing throughout.
Yeah, one thing I also want to mention, the game calls this track easy, which I fully disagree with. I think it's actually one of the more difficult tracks to really extract the most out of it. And so for these guys to all be able to put in this... this good of laps, especially this early in a qualifying session. They're not even doing their final laps yet, except for maybe a few of them, is really, really impressive. So this just shows great hopes for this tier. I think it's going to be really fun. Drunken Shamrock and Knight, the only 2 drivers yet to set a lap. I don't know why Knight hasn't gone out yet. Looks like he may be having some technical difficulties or something, but he has yet to go.
That I don't know. I know Shamrock, I mean, I've had Shamrock on my teams before, and he loves saving some softs, although it looks like he's having a bit of a...
Yeah, you see those wigglies down the straight?
Yeah, a little bit of wigglies down the straight. So I think he may be having some connection issues as well. But he does notoriously like to stay out and not qualify until the very end. So
yeah, I'm curious what that may have been. You're right. It could be connection issues. It could be something else. Really, no clue.
He validated anyway.
Oh, rough. So he's just got to hope that he can get back into this thing and maybe save up some energy. Oh yeah, he's already starting to save up energy. He'll have one more chance at this thing. So
yep,
he'll be good. It's funny. Sebi says this game also calls Baku as hard as Monaco and Singapore. I personally agree. Actually, I think Baku is as hard as those tracks. Personally,
I think just Sector 2 with the castle and like the end of Sector 1 into Sector 2, like that can be considered hard.
Correct.
The rest of the track is really not that bad, but
yeah. I think I'd agree with you on that one as well. One thing that I'm noticing, Knight looks like he's actually lost all internet connection entirely to his house. So he is definitely experiencing some technical difficulties today. Tough for him. He'll be starting in the back for sure, assuming Drunken Shamrock can set a lap, which I'm sure he will. In fact, he's about to do it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Drunken Shamrock's about to do. Comes across the line, about to start his one and only shot at a lap now, as he's invalidated his first one. Let's see what he can do. Drunken Shamrock comes through 1, 2, and 3, looking pretty solid. Looks a little conservative, in my opinion, through the center.
Yeah, I think he was just not wanting to invalidate. You know, unfortunately, that's the risk reward type thing you do when you leave it to, you know, one shot at qualifying. If you do invalidate, you don't settle out, and you will be starting from the back.
Yeah, I think right now, because of how cautious that Sector 1 is, he's going to be, at best, a 108.5. And that's going to put him right around that 6th, 7th, 8th spot. Speaking of 7th, Sean Tilla has just decided to retire in the pits. He's done with qualifying. He knows he can't get another shot out there, so the best he will have is 108.5, 9.2. Yeah, a little wiggle going into the braking zone. I'm wondering if maybe he's feeling a little bit inconsistent under the brakes today.
It could be. It looks like he may get a bit of a toe. Oh, no,
not quite. But he didn't use all the track, in my opinion, coming to that final corner. So on the entry, had a little bit of room to give.
It's very important to carry as much speed as you possibly can coming out of there, because it leads to this long straight. And he does.
True. It's 187. Not bad.
No, that's really good.
We do have every single qualifier except for Yoga within a second of each other. Yoga is only 2/10 outside of that, though. So, like, what the heck? And Yoga's.
He's starting his lap now. So.
Yeah, this is crazy. I think Kamau is starting his lap. So now every single person is either starting a lap or on one, except for Nigel Thornbright going into the pits. Chantel and Mutinator are done with qualifying. That's the best they can do. We're going to go ahead and, actually, I'm going to go on to Jordan, because right now he's currently staying provisionally. He's invalidated. The best he's got is what he's got right now at the 108.1. No one's going to be able, or that's all he's going to get out of it. Harry Sutton, I think he might be down in his best time.
I think he is down by a couple hundredths, so it's close, but I don't think he's going to pick up a 10th in Sector 3 here.
You never know.
He may, if he had a very bad...
Oh, not quite. But does best out Taylor. And then Sandman is out on one. He's not going to be going fast. He's only at 29% ERS, so he's definitely out of that one. Down behind that, it's Drunken Shamrock. He's done as well. What about Kamau? Kamau's on a lap. Kamau is on a lap. How? Dude, look at these gaps. These are crazy. We have a 647 and a 650 with Cartman and Old School. We have a 763 and a 769 of Edge, and then a 788 of Kamau right now. These are crazy tight gaps. This is the closest quality I've ever seen in Tier 4 by a long shot. And a huge toe for Kamau from Jordan. Great teamwork right there going to the back stretch. Kamau puts himself into 9th. And that toe definitely helped him. That at least bested Chantilla because of that toe. Maybe even Meebinator. That could have been 2 positions just from a toe. So Jordan and Kamau playing great team games to finish out this qualifying session. That's our order that we got here today. How about that, Jim, for a qualifying session?
That was amazing to see, to be completely honest. I think Yoga, he invalidated a little bit or got a little loose his lap, so I think his outlier is definitely an outlier, because I believe like he is definitely within the pace of those 7/10 from first to 18th.
That's true. Well, we gotta give some big congratulations. Jordan is our very first pole sitter here of season 10 for Tier 4 with a 108.133, 7/100ths of a second faster than his compatriot Harry Sutton in the Red Bull. Taylor DCFC just outside of that by another 100th at a 108.2. Then we got Sandman Nigel Lakota, the team principal, as a rookie team principal, doing a great job as a driver as well in 6th. JB in 7th, Golden Drift in 8th, Kamau in 9th with the toe from his teammate, and Chantilla rounds out the top 10 for qualifying. Behind that, we've got me, Cartman, Old School, Drunken Shamrock, D-Master, Smooth, Edge, Testarossa Yoga, and Knight. But keep in mind, the top 18 separated by 7/10 of a second. What in the world is this Tier 4?
Insane.
What are we going to see with Tier 3, 2, and 1 then? Are we going to see 5/10, 4/10, 3/10? This is F1 Esports over here? What's going on, man? Let's go ahead and rebrand PSGL. That's what we are now. This is crazy.
No lawsuits or anything like that.
Exactly. Definitely not. Fine. They don't have copyrights. It's fine. It's fine. PSG Moo. That's us right here, guys. PSG Moo.
Yes.
This is actually insane, though. Really, really impressive qualifying from all 20 of these drivers. Unfortunate for Knight that he never got a chance to get connected. Hopefully, he'll be able to take control of his car before this thing goes. Any predictions for this race? Let's go ahead and go an over/under on safety cars. Over 2 or under. So 3 or more, 2 or less. No virtuals. Full safeties.
Without full safeties, I'd say 2 or less.
Oh,
because there is a lot of runoff here. So virtual safety cars do pop up, I feel like, more often than not.
Yeah.
But with the field being as close as it is, I would not be surprised if there are 3 or more.
I think, I'm worried about 3 or more because obviously I got to go race Tier 3. But I think it's definitely possible. They say that people are saying anyone has a chance for podium. I disagree. It'll be 5 with it. And speaking of 5, we got 3, 4, 5 red lights are on. Race is about to get underway. Race is almost underway. Race is now underway technically, and now it actually is with Jordan with a good start, but it looks like Harry Sutton got a way better one. He's already in the lead. Taylor DFC as well, and Jordan with a terrible start actually gets himself into 3rd, drops 2 positions. Another one, Sandman, making a huge dive up the inside into turn 2. Jordan pushes him wide. Sandman definitely going to feel a little bit hard done by there, but he's going to lose multiple positions down to 4th, maybe 5th, maybe even 6th before he gets to turn 4. Yeah, it's going to be Lakota gets past him, and he's 3 wide going into turn 4. Uh-oh, this is a tight one. Sandman, smart move right there. Back out of it. Says, all right, I'll go ahead and cut my losses. Stay right there. Good one from Sandman, but he's got a Red Bull on the inside of him. He's got to be a little bit careful. That is JBTC. Wants to get in front. Does get in front. Sandman dropping even more. Sandman down to 9th. Terrible start for Sandman. Oh, my gosh.
Let's take a peek at what we're looking at for times and gaps here.
We got a lot of people making moves though. Edge and D-Master having a little bit of a scuffle in the middle of sector 2 right here, starting for 14th and 15th. Knight in his AI position. I want to say he might be AI. Smooth Operator, Testarossa, Drunken Shamrock, and Yoga all stuck behind Knight, who could be stuck in AI for this race. So everybody got to be a little bit careful there. But Harry Sutton comes out to lead lap 1 all the way through with Taylor in 2nd and Jordan in 3rd. Harry Sutton will definitely take the fastest lap of this first lap. There it is in just a second. There it is. Harry Sutton at a 16-1. We're going to see much better than that later. Kamal, though, dropping another position. He's going to go down behind Cartman. I think he's going to tuck in. Yeah, he's going to tuck in pretty smart. I think he probably had to tuck in right there. So Kamal, though, going to have a pretty solid launch out of these next couple corners. No, he's not. In fact, Cartman has the better launch. Cartman coming up on the back of the Mercedes of Sandman. Let's go ahead and take a look at our tires. I think that's going to tell a lot. So what's going on? Yeah, that tells a lot. Look at Harry Sutton on the softs, and Cartman as well as Drunken Shamrock. 3 drivers taking gambles on the softs early on, looking for a safety car around lap 5 to 10. The rest of the drivers playing it conservative on mediums and hards. What do you think about that strategy going softs early?
I did medium to soft. It does work in the reverse. I had plenty of tire left, even though it was wet, but I don't know starting on the softs because, you know, heavier car because of the fuel and all this. So I don't know how fast those softs are going to die off here. I guess if you do, it gives you the option to go to mediums or softs. But soft to medium, I mean, mediums are hards, not softs. My bad. But soft to medium is definitely a viable strat here, especially with a couple safety cars.
I agree. Now, one thing I just want to note, Sandman has lost so many positions. He's down to 10th, and he just lost another one down the straight from Cartman. So I'm curious if he might be rocking damage or something. I don't know, but something just seems off. It's a lot of positions to lose so early.
Yeah. He did get bumped, right? He was the one that got bumped off the track. Oh, and big spin. Who was that? The Ferrari.
It's D-Master. Yeah, D-Master way on the outside. D-Master and I think Old School actually collided, quite potentially.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. So both the Williams sitting at 18th and 19th with the Ferrari Old School, unfortunately, rounding out the back of the grid. And that's a full safety car. What?
That is weird.
Well,
maybe it's because Mr. Old School did lose his whole wing. So is that?
Oh, that could be it.
He did lose his whole wing, so maybe for debris. But
that's a lot. It's early. The question is, soft runners, should they go in and pop the hards and take it to the end? 33 laps.
Honestly, if I'm a soft runner right now, I'm going medium the rest of the way because you get 2 sets of mediums and you don't even have to touch the hards, and the mediums are.
That's a true point. However,
miles better than hards.
Sutton's not going to take it. What about Cartman? Cartman's not going to take it, and I don't think Shamrock might. Shamrock no strats. Shamrock will. Yep. Look at that. Yeah. Let's see if he puts the yellows on. Gotta be careful about speeding into the pits, though. This is a bit of a slow pit stop. There it is.
He's good.
Yeah, good.
And I think he knows. I think he knows everyone behind him either has to come in, has damage, etc. A bunch of different stuff. So let's see what he does.
He goes with the yellows. Yeah. So 6 drivers into the pits right here. 15th and
he
down.
needed a wing change as well. Shamrock picked up damage at some point somewhere.
Yep.
That is why.
Sandman did not go in, so it looks like he doesn't have damage. So that's just that's just blacking a little bit. Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying this right. It's a bold move staying out on the softs. That is a very bold move.
Yeah.
Sutton, obviously, he feels confident on it. He was almost a full second away from Taylor before this thing, but now that tire advantage has already shrunk significantly after those first 3 laps. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep, definitely. I don't know.
How long do you think it takes for him to get swarmed up?
I think, well, we'll probably be going green next time around, I would assume. So I would say, I mean, if he doesn't have a big gap by lap 7, he's going to get eaten by the DRS train.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. I think he needs to find some crazy speed in these opening few laps after the safety car. Otherwise, yeah, he's gonna get swarmed pretty quickly. Safety car will be coming in, not this lap obviously, but the lap after, as the rest of the traffic is not too far behind. They're just coming out of the final corner, and all of them are just barely entering into turn 1. So safety car will easily get caught up this lap. We'll be restarting at the beginning of lap 6. Get ready for some trouble, everybody. Let's have some fun. YelloSnowmen says, I didn't know this was tier 1. Tilla must have really improved. That's a good comment. That's crazy, dude. The gaps are just so silly fast. I don't get it, man.
Yeah. I mean, we have, I know tier 1, I mean, top of tier 1 is like 107, like 2s and 3s, but yeah, I know towards the back end of tier 1 is like 107.7, 107.6 are like the back end of tier 1 times. So
isn't that insane?
These cars in tier 4, which are 2 tiers below, are
3 tiers.
Oh yeah, 3 tiers below. Jeez.
Yeah.
Are right there. They're only a few tenths slower than the tier 1 guys.
Yeah,
so
it's insane. I think you're right though. It's because of the fact that it's such a short track. Like, it's easy for drivers to stay on with each other pretty close. There's just not a whole lot of places to make mistakes and lose time, honestly.
Yeah.
Or gain.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the tracks where if you do spin off, and safety cars usually aren't there to help you, and you kind of get lost in transition. That's way true. In the back.
That's a very good point. Well, we are on the POV of Harry Sutton for this restart. I want to see, actually, I'm going to see it from Taylor's POV, because I want to see how he reads this restart. Harry Sutton going full stoic mode, not weaving, not nothing, which I think is smart. He's on those softs, so he's got to be able to, conserve those things, make sure they don't get worn out. He's got to be very careful with it. Let's see what Harry Sutton does on this restart. Our first safety car restart of Tier 4 in Season 10. Here he goes. What's he going to do? He gets it going early. Look at that. Taylor DFC gets caught napping like crazy. The McLaren of Jordan gets a decent launch as compared, but basically everybody behind it has a pretty bad one, except for Kamau, caught out on Sandman, who really got caught napping a whole second away. Sandman is from the next guy on that one. Memenator and H already going side by side, going into turn 1 and 2. Memenator, huge send. But I think he might make it done. Nope, Edge is going to defend that one pretty well. Good job from Edge. Holds off 10th. And Memenator into 11th. Smooth Operator in 12th. Testarossa, though, wants the outside line going into turn 4. We're not going to have a good view from this one. I think he might get it. No, it's going to be really tight. They leave each other. Just little spaces is allowed. In fact, there goes Testarossa going a little bit too wide. Smooth Operator gets through. Forced a good move right there for him. That was smart. Really smart awareness. Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely... Oh, I think it looked like... Yep, D-Master...
And old school again?
A little bit. No, D-Master... Oh, yeah, it may have been old school. I think he just missed his braking point and bumped. It was either Yoga or old school, and he just spun himself, unfortunately.
Dang. Oh, and Alfa Romeo just made a huge dive on a Williams right there. It's Drunken Shamrock. Big send on Knight. In fact, he also gets Yoga. Look at Drunken Shamrock. He just had an insane little end of Sector 2. And that's a huge dive from old school on the AI of Knight. So Knight down to 19th. A really unfortunate day for Williams, sitting in 19th and 20th right now. I'm just crying. No worries, though. Harry Sutton sitting in first. Good start for him. Really, honestly, he's making us look a little silly talking about how bad the soft was to stay out on. He's doing a great job with him. He's already a whole second out of that. He's already cleared DRS before we're even on the DRS lap. So,
but that is what he needed to do. I mean, he needs to be a second out. So these guys behind him that are all in DRS can just fight with each other, and maybe it'll let him pull away a little bit.
That's exactly a good point. Now, take a look at the entire grid. From 1st through 18th, it's a DRS train in Tier 4. You heard me right. A Tier 4 DRS train, 1st through 18th. Excuse me?
Absolutely crazy.
That's crazy, dude. This is a cool start to the season. This is a really cool start to the season. Shantilla is kind of the only exception right there. He's barely staying within a second of Golden Drift. Golden Drift. We said he deserved to be in this tier, and we were right. Look at him. He's mixing it up at the top. He's within easy podium contention, if not still technically contending for a win right now. And that advantage of Harry Sutton, who was a second ahead last lap, is now down to 8/10, so he's losing some. DRS detection zone is after the lap starts, so he will be DRS'd down into turn 4.
Yep. And let's see. Taylor has been pretty much saving his ERS, burning it a little bit here, but he still has almost 70% where Harry's down to 40 already.
Oh, that's a good point. He does have quite a bit. And then Jordan's been burning quite a bit. Golden Drift's sitting right around 50. Tilla has been using everything he can just to kind of hold on, and he's barely holding on. JBTC looking at him, licking his chops, saying, this is my position. I'm about to grab 5th from you. Cartman sitting in 7th, looking pretty solid. Also in the soft zone. He's still chopping it up with these guys, staying consistent. Sandman into 8th. Kamau in 9th, and Meebanator rounds out our top 10 currently. Those who need safety cars, realistically, it's just the Williams. Drivers that need a safety car. Everybody else is kind of chilling.
And it's really, I mean, Knight, I believe, is still in AI, so this is a double whammy here for D-Master because he's stuck behind his teammate.
Oh my gosh, Old School just entirely missed his break and fully clapped Yoga. A huge one, and Kamel's
MRK is out. He crashed on the straight.
Oh no.
I think Meebanator got caught in it. I don't know if he spun or...
I happen to be on the POV of Old School just full clattering. Yoga. This is a huge misbreaking zone. Old School was chopping it up. Old School just speeds into pits, full speed. Oh no. Doesn't even break, and he retires. Oh no, Old School, huge mistake right there. And he's gonna go ahead and retire, and he's done for the day. Wow, I don't know why he retired. Oh no, but Taylor,
I mean, you figure you're probably gonna get a penalty.
Yeah, but still, that was bad. Taylor though, he's leading the race. What?
Yeah, must have happened on the DRS straight. We didn't see it. We knew he was in range.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious what happened to Kamau. If anybody is able to say, let me know what happened to Kamau on the straight. I'd love to know. Yeah, we were looking at the other crazy thing.
There's another crash coming out of the final corner, and then all of a sudden it said that he was out.
I know.
I had no idea.
Wow, that's rough. That's rough.
I assume we see Harry and Cartman come in. Be pretty silly for them not to.
Dang. I think Cartman needs to go in. There goes Harry. Yeah, all of them are gonna go in.
I think
everybody is gonna go in.
Edge stays out because he is on the hard, so he's gonna.
Smart. He's the only one that I think that should stay out. But I mean, he's gonna be on pretty hardcore defense right now. He's gonna be a little scared. He's got two Alpines behind him, though. That's a mistake from the Alpine, because the Alpines, they should have had one guy go in right now because they're on equal strategies and avoid a double stack. But now Nigel and Lakota are gonna have to double stack at some point, almost certainly.
Although D-Master used the safety car to his advantage, and he is now up into P4.
That was the right move. That was absolutely the right move. He's still gonna have it all up, all to do. He's gonna have it up against himself for sure. But we shall see what happens as this race goes on. Bob says brake failure for Old School. I mean, it was, it looked like it could have been brake failure. It was from a far move back. Did you happen to see it, Jim?
Yeah, I didn't see it. You said something about it, and then I had just rotated to his camera, and there was carbon fiber and wings, and he was facing the wrong way.
Oh, man. He just popped in the chat. He says he got huge lag spike. Oh, no. That would do it. That would do it. Dang.
That is...
Oh, man. Old School. Sorry that happened, bro. That is the absolute worst when it comes out of nowhere. That's insane. Also, D-Master sitting in 4th now because he's stayed out. Do you think he holds on? He's got a lot of work to do to hold on to this thing. This is a tough one to hold on to.
I think the good thing for him right now is his AI teammate is sitting...
Oh, you're right. Sitting in... But his AI
teammate... in 7th.
Keep in mind, AI teammates sometimes will pit after the safety car goes in. So he might just get super unlucky right there, and the AI teammate goes in. You never know.
Drunken Shamrock got a drive-through for falling too far behind, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, seeing as how he's right behind Tuscaloosa. So I don't know what happened there, but... oh,
that's not good. He's not going to feel good about that one.
Nope, definitely not ideal. So Alfa Romeo is going to need another safety car. That's
the answer to that right there. We need another one.
We just got to get another one of these.
Fixes all problems, does it not?
We are. I mean, we're 11
2.
laps in. We still have 18. We still have 18 drivers. So
yeah.
plenty of room for chaos.
Exactly. Plenty more can crash out.
Yep.
I like how that's how we're looking at it right now. Sorry, everybody.
I mean, we give you guys commends for staying in it this long, but
Correct.
something is bound to happen as we get closer to the end here.
Chaos Race says chaos in all caps. So yeah, he's ready for it. Also, Old School being the #1 sport, he says it's just so bad. He was so bad he didn't want to ruin anyone's race. So we appreciate that, Old School. Thank you for, you're falling on the sword, and we really appreciate that. That's actually really good sportsmanship.
It's one of the toughest decisions to make. You know, you want to obviously keep going and enjoy your race and do the best you can, but sometimes if it's too bad, you just have to take one for the team. And,
absolutely.
Just
also,
retire.
Speaking of one for the team, Edge is really doing one for the team right now for the Haas team. Already getting a great launch on those hards. The medium runner of Nigel, Dakota, and D-Master also on it, but then Taylor, DCF, CYT, so many letters, is sitting there right in 5th, and I think he's going to be, trying to make a move as soon as possible. Jordan already on the inside of Knight, and same thing with Tilla, all of them passing the AI driver, so now Golden Drift will not get stuck behind him either. He's going to try to make around to the outside. Yeah, he will.
Right
no
around
problem.
the outside.
That's
this
smart.
is going to be a mess coming down this straight, though.
Yeah, I'm scared for Cartman right now. Oh, my gosh.
Pretty wide.
Oh, my gosh. Yep, that is so scary.
Oh,
okay.
Sandman is wide. Look like Sandman had to go wide because of everyone.
Yeah, most people have made it through. Edge, though, is under massive pressure from Thornbreak, who gained a ton of time through Sector 1. 3/10 away from him. They're right up on it. Taylor, of course, in a really good spot on those fresher hards. He'll be able to take those to the very end. Everybody sub those top 4 will be going to the very end on these tires, except for, I think, Smooth Operator on softs, trying to play something aggressive and a big gamble, and expecting another safety car to give him one more shot. So that could be the move.
I didn't check and see with
Edge.
anyone if there was any weather, but it's starting to look a little cloudier than it was before.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's like, a little hazy out there. That's a little scary. I mean, that could play into really good favor for those that decide to pop on fresh mediums, being Cartman and Testarossa, Yoga Sandman. Because if there does end up being rain in the next, 15 minutes, they're set. However, Andy says it's a full dry race on the overcast.
Okay. Well, that ruins our fun. Thanks, Andy.
I know. Yeah. Come on, Andy. It's your fault, man. It's your fault for messing up the weather. Just be better about that next time, please, Andy. Okay? Would be great. Gosh, really, really unfortunate. Well, Edge, though, speaking of unfortunate, is losing a lot of time actually to Nigel on this lap right now. Nigel, as a rookie, is putting down a seriously good show. Lakota as well, though, doing a great job, supporting his teammate, sitting in 3rd. And then D-Master was in the back, is sitting in 4th, holding off Taylor. Taylor is yet to be able to make a move.
That is one of the reasons why I always tell my drivers,
as I say that,
don't retire unless you're overlap down and there's no time left for a safety car, because with over half the race left here, anything can happen.
Correct. Well, I happen to mention that D-Master was doing a great job holding down 4th. He's now in 5th with a bit of a stale flapper coming out of the final corner. But, he's still, about half a second away from Taylor, who's actually pulled out a pretty good gap through turn 1, 2, and 3. But Taylor does not have DRS. Lakota, though, going to make a move on Edge. Edge down to 3rd now. Edge just lets it happen. Just kidding. Edge with a huge switchback. What a move from Edge. Just saw that one coming. He said, Lakota, I know you're diving deep. Go ahead and take it. Let me get right back underneath you. Great awareness from Edge. Huge, huge racecraft move right there. But he's now 1.6 seconds away from Thornbreak, as their battling is forcing them to slow down like crazy.
I was just going to say that. It's almost an unnecessary battle going on with these two. And it's just making you lose touch with the people in front and letting the people that maybe you were getting a gap on behind to just catch right back up. So
yeah. The one thing that I wonder, though, is who's really losing out of this, because Lakota, I think he's almost defending his teammate more so by battling hard. I think Lakota's willing to kind of take one for the team in this case and maybe mess up his race a little bit. He's about to make a move going into turn 1 for sure. There he is. Edge's going to have the inside line, though. This is going to be tight.
Oh, boy. Taylor has joined the party.
Yeah, he has. Yep, he's right up in there. And that's Edge still holding down the inside line. It's really, really tight going through 1, 2. Edge going to go half to super wide. And Taylor trying to look for a spot. I think Jordan's off? No.
He is way off. I don't know if he had to use the escape road to Looks like he had to use the escape road. Maybe he was gonna run into someone. I had that happen in the Tier 5 race as well to someone I don't know who it was, but
could have been, yeah.
went out there, and if you get on the grass out there, you're not slowing down.
No shot. Well, Taylor and Edge are really going at it right now, and Lakota as well. Taylor tried to find his way to get up in front of both coming out of turn 2, but he just didn't find it. I think he had a move going to turn 4, but he decided to stay behind Lakota and hold off so that he can kind of save his tires and not make a big move. But that's a huge dive from Harry Sutton. He says, "I'm done waiting behind you, Edge." Whoa, that Red Bull came out of nowhere at a very unconventional passing spot, but he does make it done. Huge move from Harry Sutton. The Red Bull driver who was restarting our safety car on the first one is now back up into 4th after making a pit stop. He's doing a great job. Currently really second on tire spacing, but Edge, I think, is going to want to dive it into turn 1. He will. He's going to take the outside line, but I think Harry Sutton will have the advantage well enough. He's going to try to take the outside, maybe cut into the inside. He does have a much better racing line through turn 1, but it's all gone by the time they get to turn 2, and Harry Sutton will hold that lead over him. Harry Sutton looking for a move now on Lakota. I doubt he's looking in his mirror. Charles Lee, Mr. Pogs with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. And there goes Harry Sutton on that move on Lakota, like I mentioned.
Thank you, Pogs, for the Jim fan club meeting. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the two-person fan club. Thank you. We're here.
Well, Bob says he's part of it, so yeah, I guess that's the 2 right there.
Right.
Or does that make it 3?
That would make it 3.
Okay,
who's? Because I would assume I'm in the fan club. Am I in the fan club as a member, or do I? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like,
now
are
I'm
you
confused.
when you have a book club because you're all fans of the Twilight book? Is Twilight part of that club?
I don't know. I guess not. So
I
I guess
like
I'm
the
not.
subject. You know.
Okay, so now there is 2 members, Pogs and Bops.
Pogs and Bops. Let's go. Stig asks you the same question. Can you be in your own fan club? I don't know. I mean, if you've got a big enough mirror, I guess you can. D-Master and Cartman fighting it. They were once teammates. No, they were actually never teammates. They were teammates. They were not teammates.
No,
they were not teammates.
They were both on McLaren last.
Oh, yes. Yeah. D-Master was
McLaren.
in that tier. I forgot. Because Cartman was up here already. No, Cartman was tier 5.
No, other way.
Yes.
D-Master was tier 4 last session, but I think
and Cartman was tier 5.
may have reserved. But he probably reserved a couple.
Yeah, he's been up there. He was up there a few times for us. But D-Master, he's dropping a lot of positions on those old mediums. He's not having the best time, but Nigel Thornbreak is the complete opposite exception to it. Look at him, dude. He's 1.6 seconds ahead still of Taylor. He's losing no time. What is up with this guy?
Yeah.
He's unbelievable good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will say the mediums in clean air, I had mine on for 20-something laps, and they felt great. I think I pit on lap 22, and
wow,
they still felt really good towards the end. I mean, we did have a couple safety cars like these guys did, but yeah, I mean, they really felt great, and I'm very happy that I didn't go to the hards because I hate the way the hards feel here. I just feel like you're on ice most of the time.
They're pretty intense. Now, we got a little bit of a battle between Cartman and Edge. Cartman's going to go past Edge. Really no problem, I'm sure. They're good friends outside of the league as well, so they're probably going to work together to try to improve positions.
Golden Drift gets by Lakota, look like.
Did. Yeah, I just saw them in front. It was almost a little collision going into turn 1, actually. It was a little tight, but, they make it work.
Yep.
They're fine. Lakota's not close enough to catch back up. No way.
No. If I were Edge, I would have pit for mediums already. Unless he's trying to get to soft territory. I don't know what his plan is, but he is in free fall mode right now.
Yeah, well, someone who's a little bit falling as well is Nigel Thornbreak. Sean Tiller grabs fast lap of the race. Let's go. Fresh tires right there. Thornbreak is losing a lot of time. He's now down to 9/10. So that advantage that he had a couple laps ago is just all gone right now. They hit the cliff. They must be at that 35% wear right now. And he's really, really starting to struggle with him. Taylor is seeing opportunity get closer and closer to him, but that just means Harry Sutton is going to be his next one to worry about, because once they're both clear, Taylor's on the hot seat, and it's a question of can he hold off Harry, who is looking rather racy today.
Yeah, Harry, he reserved in Tier 5 for one race at Singapore last session, and he did get a little aggressive, and got a little bit of bouncy. Not bouncy the driver, bouncy like the the descriptor, off of walls and people. But he's definitely quick. He definitely has the speed. So
I just saw an insane move from Cartman through turns 1, 2, 3 on Lakota. Cartman dove the inside into turn 1 and then stayed alongside and took an and it just somehow overgripped him through turn 2 and took the outside line through turn 2 to get past. Carbon, GG. Smooth operator, though. He's out. Turn 1.
That is turn 1.
That's the end of the track. Oh, no. Sandman's got to be careful. That Ferrari of Chantillo almost just clapped him. Sandman is careful. Knight, the AI, also careful. Oh, my gosh. That's our safety car. That's another one.
I wonder how long that tire is going to sit in the middle of the track now.
That's
there
scary.
is one sitting there.
Oh, there is one?
There's one. There was one. I don't know if it's still glitched out sitting in the middle of turn 1. But
it'll probably be there the whole race. But now,
probably. All
these drivers have to make a decision because they're all on about like 10 lap old tires. I bet you everyone's going to pit right now and put on softs or mediums. If you got fresh mediums, that's the move.
Yep. Fresh mediums is definitely the move. Softs will probably make it, but I think it's going to be... Oh, Nigel gets a 5-second for speeding.
Oh, my gosh. What a great race for his just turned down for a 5-second penalty. Taylor and Harry stay out. Carbon also. D-Master's going to take this spot to pit. Yeah, D-Master, look at the luck that he has had with these safety car timings. He's up into 10th or 9th right now after was in the last place, comfortably last place. Tillos with a drive-through. Oh, man. D, though, he's going to put on some mediums. He's going to take those to the end because I think he started on hards and then switched to medium.
I'm looking at Golden and Nigel right now because they both came in there and put on fresh mediums.
Yeah.
And that, I believe, is and they both didn't lose a whole lot of track position. So I think it may take a little while, but I think in 3 or 4 laps you'll see those two
fighting it out at the top,
battling for the lead. Would be my guess.
I think so too. I mean, it's a 10-lap difference at this point. If it was like a 4-lap difference in tires, I'd say, nah, maybe not. But 10 laps is huge. Drunken Shamrock is on green tires. Is he
I believe
anticipating rain?
I don't think so. I believe he probably meant to go switch his tires and hit the wrong one, I would assume.
So, someone puts out a good point. Bop says, Drunken Shamrock is drunk because he's on inters. Yes. What's he doing? Shamrock confirmed drunk.
Confirmed. That's it.
If there's ever any question if it was just a name or if it was...
He's here to have a good time. That's all. You know?
What's he doing?
Oh, he's got a 5. I think he may have done it purposely, but I think he may have went to put on different tires because he does have a 5-second, so he's probably coming in to serve it. He got a drive through. He got a drive through coming in. I mean, he got a 5-second coming into the pits there, and now he's going back in to put on the correct tires and serve the 5-second. There you go. Make sure we stop this time.
I mean, he's not going to get lapped, so that's one thing to note. No. I mean, we're probably not going to get racing again until the beginning of lap 23 is my guess. Maybe even lap 24 at this rate. So, yeah, he's taking his 5-second right there, switching on, putting some mediums on. Okay, that's so funny. Bob says, get this man a map or a weather radar. He is lost. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, he's a bit of a rough one. The top 4 all stayed out, along with 6th place Yoga having stayed out. Everybody else has gone into pit. Chantillo, obviously, is on 5-lap-old mediums, so he decided to stay out. Sandman on 4-lap-olds mediums. He decided to stay out as well. They were pretty far off this one for sure. So let's go ahead and take a look at these penalties. Also, Stream Elements puts a good point out there, guys. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you do. We'd love to have you around more often. Definitely helps us out a bunch. Mediator, an unservable 3-second. Nigel Thornbreak, if he ends up having to pit again for whatever reason, will be able to serve that 5. Yoga, everybody, behind them except for Chantillo on a drive-through. Tilla, that's tough. And JB on 3 seconds, unservable. So Tilla's going to go to the back after the safety car. With him being in 13th, he might get lucky. He might be able to serve it right as the safety car goes in.
Yeah, I know Drunken, when he had his drive-through, he did serve it on the first lap because he was so far behind. So, so if the field spaces out a little bit,
Meebinator's gone in.
Meebinator's
gone in. From 4th, Meebinator's gone in.
I think he saw that everyone was on the new mediums.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh no!"
And he's like, "I think I may have messed up."
Nope. He puts on softs. Whoa! Him and Yoga both. Whoa!
Is Drunken gonna come in again? No. I was gonna say, is he gonna...
Hold on a second. This could really spice this thing up.
Yep.
Because now these guys, they're the back 2 positions. And they're on softs.
they will definitely go the rest of the way here.
Yeah,
now.
you're going to be struggling the back, 4 to 6 laps, but whatever you can do for the
you
first
really,
10 is what you need to know.
I mean, they're probably not going to be pushing too crazy for the first 2 laps while everyone gets, strung out a little bit. So, it could work in their favor.
They realistically,
well
in my opinion, have about,
here.
I think they'll have about 8 laps to get some stuff done. And once they're out of that 8 laps, everybody starts to even out, and they're probably just going to be playing defense. So I think wherever they get in the first 8 laps of this restart is where they finish, at best, is my guess. So if that puts them in points, it puts them in the points. It would push out
about 40% after 12 laps. So that'll put us on 34 of 36. So I think it's doable. I mean, they'll be in the 60s probably on the last lap, but
yeah, they're gonna be on the struggle bus. Well, hey, somebody who's not in the struggle bus is Mr. Taylor DCFCYT. He's had a great race so far today. He's currently leading the race. Oh no, Drunken Shamrock gets 5 seconds colliding with the AI of Night. Oh man. And there goes Harry trying to catch up to Taylor with a great launch from Harry. Honestly, a better one from Taylor. Really, really good job from him. Cartman, though, on those old mediums as well. But behind that is Nigel Thornbrake, who's on a mission. I'm curious if Nigel's going to go for something anytime soon. No, he will not. In fact, we got a pit stop from 2 drivers. Testarossa and Jordan have decided to pit right now. And the drive-through has not been served. So there goes Harry Sutton with a good run coming out of 3, trying to look for his way past Taylor DCF CYT. I like saying the full thing. He tries to hit the outside line. I think he might actually be able to stick around there. I think he does stick around there. The Aston Martin gave him room for it, but just didn't have the pace to hold it on the outside. Just no extra grip, for him versus Harry, or for Taylor versus Harry. So no way for him to get around. Cartman, of course, just kind of holding on for dear life, holding off Nigel Thornbrake, doing a good job staying there. Lakota diving up on Golden Drift. Big dive from him through turn 6, excuse me. But there goes Golden Drift trying to get in front of him. They're just staying neck and neck.
Woof.
You saw that little tail step right there?
Oof, man.
They're tight.
Off each other. Too close for me.
Yeah, you're pretty invested in that battle right there.
Yeah, I think I definitely am invested in that one.
It's a tight one for sure, but the DRS train's back. 15 cars in the DRS train. Sorry, 14 now. Knights just popped out of it. 14 cars in the DRS train in Tier 4. Wow. I love saying that. That's pretty cool. Edge, though, having a pretty good run on Lakota. Edge definitely going to die to the inside turn 1. Yep. For sure. And
dives everywhere.
Edge with actually an incredible dive, but Lakota also held his way along the outside really well, so doesn't lose too much time. Edge, though, does end up getting the edge out of that one. And Lakota loses another one to D-Master coming out of nowhere. Nigel Thornbrake finally makes it past Cartman in front. Dude, this is crazy talk. What's going on up here? This is nuts.
Golden will probably be looking to pass Cartman here.
Yeah, he's going to
shortly. He's going to not want to lose his space between the front guys here.
Yeah. However, I don't think
Edge is sticking his nose in.
Yeah, Edge he's playing aggressive today. He's fighting for a win-win. He's not fighting for anything except for that. So, wow, this is probably the most aggressive I've ever seen Edge drive, actually, and it's working out for him. In fact, he pushed somebody off. It's Golden Drift. Has to go wide, and Golden Drift with a tough restart, rejoin. Oh, no, he hit Lakota's rear end tire. Oh, man. Edge overdoes it, and I think he pushed Golden Drift off the track. That might end up being a penalty by the end of the night. We shall see, though. It could end up being hard racing, and that's just about it. Stewards will definitely take a look at that one. I guarantee you.
Take a look at that. We'll see.
Yep. Nigel Thornbrake, though, looking pretty solid. He's just 2/10 out from second place, and Cartman looking real snappy, real slippy. D-Master, out of nowhere, was in last, is now in 5th. He's in a great spot, and I think he might be able to make a move on Cartman in one more lap. Just kidding. Edge just comes out of nowhere and takes it going into turn 4. Just kidding, though. D-Master tries to hold him on the outside. Edge only wants to give him a little bit of room. Not enough for D-Master to say. D-Master, a little bit of wiggle of frustration. He's down to 6th. And Lakota right behind them as well. It's a really tight battle for 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, and kind of 3rd even. Lakota having to make some evasive maneuvers and braking, actually, so he didn't rear-end D-Master. Edge is fighting so hard. I think his teammates probably going to let him through at a really good spot. That's what he needs to do, play a good team game. Cartman needs to find a spot for it. What do you think? When do you think he's going to let him go?
I would assume it's going to happen here into turn 1 because everyone's going to be on DRS, and I think the safest place to do it is turn 1 where you don't lose a whole lot of time. I think it's
Yeah,
going to
I think it's
happen,
gonna
a little early.
Watch out for the Alpine. Watch out for the Alpine and D-Master. D-Master!
Oh, boy.
No, he does not. Doesn't go 3 wide. Takes the inside line. He does take the inside line. I think he's going to have it done. He does have it done. There's no way D-Master going to take the outside line through 2. Has to take the runoff. He has to take that runoff. And in fact, he loses it all. D-Master going for everything. Loses it, though. That was a send of a century. I would have loved to see that work.
Somehow, Hartman ended up...
There goes Mediator on the outside.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah,
the other way.
Yeah, Mediator
definitely
took
a right
really
into
bad
left.
spot.
Yep. Took a right into a left, and he's probably not supposed to do that.
Oh, no. And D actually does
unfortunately.
have wing damage. Oh, no. D-Master is barely going to be able to hang on now. He was fighting so good, but going to that turn 1 spot, he collected himself some wing damage, I'm pretty sure. That front right wing is where he's got some missing damage. That's unfortunate for sure. JBTC now going to know that probably. He's going to see the lack of pace, and he's going to try to make a move. Goes for gold and ends up not even with bronze. Unfortunate for D-Master. Nigel Thornbreak, though, 1.6 seconds ahead of Harry Sutton. That 5-second penalty is looking pretty clearable right now, is it not?
Yeah. I mean, I think those hards are going to fall off even more towards the end.
Yeah.
And I think Nigel, I think, like I said, he's got plenty of life left in those. As Drunken is going...
Oh! Drunken Shamrock.
He
And Sandman.
got slammed. He got pinched into the wall, going into turn 1.
Oh,
I believe,
my gosh.
And lost his front left. And was, unfortunately, at that point, just a torpedo.
Oh, my gosh.
They were going 4 wide into turn 1, and he looked like he got pinched against the inside wall, lost his left front, and just went straight. It was unfortunate to be a part of for Sandman.
What?
Right there.
What just happened, dude? I
don't
saw like a
know
little bit
what
of it.
that was.
I can only see 2. I saw Yoga get up in it, and then D-Master's just like trying to stay in the middle of the track. He's like, I don't know where to go. And then JB gets in there as well. And then I think Drunken Shamrock got in there as well. And then that's where Sandman just randomly got collected in the chaos.
Yeah. I think Sandman was just unfortunately a innocent bystander there, and just got torpedoed by Drunken Shamrock. Drunken Shamrock, he had lost his front tire, so there was nowhere for him to go. He had no control of the car.
I'm seeing a trend here in Tier 4. This is the most aggressive racing I've ever seen. This is absolutely, we win it or we bin it kind of racing. None of them are going for second. They're all going for a win no matter what.
Yep.
I don't know if I agree with that strategy.
Everyone's coming in.
Yeah.
The pit. Except for Yoga is going to take over the lead now.
JB, Golden Drift, and Knight also all decide to stay out. Knight obviously AI, but
that's great for the top 3. If
oh my
Knight
gosh,
can
yeah,
hold if Knight's AI can hold off everyone else into turn 1, those top 3 may be able to pull away for a little bit there.
Yeah, this is some pretty crazy racing. There's some of it that I love, and there's some of it that I hate. It's a nice mix of both. You know what I mean? It's pretty wild. I'm surprised though. I'm not seeing any chatting in Tier 4 chat, so that almost scares me a little bit. That I'm not seeing. That scares me a lot. That it's a silent chat.
I haven't gotten any messages from Drunken yet, so I'm assuming that will be coming at some point as well. Me?
Yeah, this is it's been a bit of a wild one for sure. Sam says, I've never seen anything like this. That's facts. Is that Irons? That's Irons. Yeah, I've never seen this before either. This is absolutely nuts. Wow. This is crazy, dude.
Yeah, this is. I think, like we said at the beginning, I think the track being so small and so tight is definitely playing a factor as well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it definitely is. And I think these guys they just really want this win from round 1. It's funny because I think Tier 4 is where the over aggression stops. Tier 3 is where it starts to get a little bit calmer, which I think is why they've made themselves up into Tier 3. And then Tier 2, it gets a little bit aggressive again because they are like, I'm almost Tier 1. And then Tier 1, they're like, we proved ourselves. We're just going to race hard racing. The level of commitment I can see in Tier 1 and where they can go side by side, it's just the gaps that everybody can, do and pull off against each other, like how tight they can be on the racetrack. That's what I think what really progresses over these tiers more than anything is at tier 1, they can pull off millimeters of distance between each other and still make it through. No problem. Here,
and you look at it too, like if you're making your way up through the ranks, like tier 6 is probably the tier that's the most spread out. So, you know, driver may be a little, you know, their driving etiquette may not be great down there, but you don't notice it as much because it's so much space. But as you move up and as you get closer and higher in the tiers, like you basically have to teach yourself, you know, I can't really race like I did in those lower tiers. I have to, you know, pick and choose my opportunities. Someone said cough, Zohan, cough.
That's funny. Hey, stop saying the quiet thing out loud, okay? Stop saying that, all right? This has been a pretty good race, though. I mean, overall, like, I love the aggression. It's been making it extremely entertaining. We do have Mediator. We'll be able to catch up to the safety car, and so we should see safety car called in late, but called in. There it is. Yep. So Yoga will restart us. 7-lap-old softs against 9-lap-old mediums of JB, 9-lap-old mediums of Golden Drift, and 9-lap-old mediums of the AI'd Knight, who was just going... classic Kimmy style, no weaving. And that's a restart already going for Yoga. Little early, actually. Harry Sutton next to Knight. Yep. That's the right move right there. He needs to get past him around the outside into turn 1. Has to do it. It's actually going to be an inside move from Taylor. In fact, Taylor's going to get past... maybe he's going to take the outside line. He doesn't have it quite. In fact, Harry Sutton has to back out. Oh, no, Harry Sutton loses another position. Oh, Harry getting too aggressive. There goes Nigel Thornbreak out of nowhere. Whoa! What? He just came entirely out of nowhere. Nigel's into 6th now. Harry Sutton under huge defense. Big spin. Oh, no, it's Taylor.
Man.
Oh, my gosh. Who caused it? Taylor's out.
I don't know. I think it was the AI of Knight. Just broke way, like
oh, no.
ages too early. And I think everyone was just trying to get by him going into that corner. And I don't think the AI hit him.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I don't think he hit him because the AI was in front, but I think everyone just kind of like tried to avoid the AI there, and just kind of got caught up.
I think everyone needs to just be ready for that. Yeah, hi Kayla. Yeah, I think nobody's really driving like, oh, we know it's an AI. Everybody's driving as if it's a normal person, and that's the mistake. Yeah. You got to anticipate it being dumb and early breaks. Like, imagine the tier 7 driver is what you need to do. Yeah, that's silly stuff. So none of these guys are really, trying to be patient. They're just all trying to win right now on lap 30, and we still got 6 to go, and that's what happens. That's
that is unfortunately how it plays out sometimes. I mean, it's so annoying and frustrating to be stuck behind an AI, but unfortunately, you just kind of have to bide your time and take your chances when you can.
Yep.
But what this does is basically leaves a 3-horse race for the lead here, because...
See, we say that, but I mean, Knight's not that far away. Or,
no.
sorry, Edge, sorry.
Oh, Edge bumps.
The AI. And like I said...
the AI.
Yeah.
And this is going to cause another mess here, because Sector 2 is not...
He should be able to pass him into this next corner if he plays this right. There it is. Yep, that's the right way to do it.
Oh, there you go.
Testarossa going to get it as well, but Harry Sutton's going to get stuck. Just kidding, Harry Sutton, 3 white time. Wow, Harry Sutton. He said, no, thank you. I am done with this. Testarossa actually gets the worst of it. He's down to 6th. Excuse me? What? That was crazy from Harry Sutton. Cartman into 7th, though. D-Master is sitting in 9th, but he's going to get around his AI teammate, going to turn 1 easily down this back stretch. Just kidding. The straight line speed is just unreal. D actually has to burn ERS to get past his AI teammate. That's hilarious. And there goes Jordan. Oh, D got stuck behind it. Yep, D, that was a mistake right there.
Tilla, he gets touched by Tilla.
I think it's one of those spots where there's nothing they can really do. Like, they're just not...
Yeah. There's just not a lot of room to try and get by AI.
Yeah,
at all.
Pretty intense. There goes Tilla, though. So it takes the inside dive.
Interesting to see if Edge, how much Yoga is able to hold Edge and Harry here.
Yeah.
Or if Edge and Harry are going to battle and let these other guys pull away here. What do we got for time pens here?
They shouldn't do that, because I mean, Edge has just caught 7 tenths in this lap already. So Edge is catching like crazy. He'll have DRS in one more lap. In fact, it's now 2 tenths, 1 more tenth away from DRS. By the time he gets to this corner, he should have DRS.
Coming out of
this final corner. Yeah, and yep, he'll have it.
Yeah, it will be.
So that's one down. But then he's got Golden Drift and JB, who are both blocking penalties fair, but they're, 1.7 away from Yoga. Yoga's going to be on worse tires than Golden and JB by a decent margin. So JB's in a good spot, but I don't think he's got to win because that penalty is just going to be too much. I think he's got a podium.
I think JB and Golden are their battle's gonna come down to either P3 or P4 if Golden ends up catching JB here.
Well, there goes Edge. He's passed.
Edge just blew right past. Oh,
yeah, with absolutely no problems.
Yep.
Yeah, Yoga had no chance.
No.
Yoga had no chance to get back up on that one.
And Harry's gonna come in here.
Oh, Harry, why? Oh, wow, Harry. Harry also knows if I don't stay this, though. I think Harry knew, like, if I fall behind this car right in this corner, I do not win this race.
Ooh, and Yoga gets a time pen, so that is going to move everyone up a bit there. So JB and Golden are going to be battling for the final spot on the podium, it looks like. I'm assuming Edge and Harry are going to be foaming at the mouth right here as they blow past Golden Drift with DRS on the straight.
Oh yeah, both of them will get him easy.
I don't think Golden's gonna.
Hold on a second, look at Harry Sutton. Whoa, Harry Sutton, huge overspeed, burning all that energy he has, and Edge just doesn't have has nothing to defend it. Will stay behind Harry Sutton. Actually, he decides to just let him have it. I think that was the smart move. He's gonna play the DRS game and he'll take the lead coming out of this corner. Oh yeah, huge overspeed, but he did burn.
Yep.
And Harry's still got 20. So Harry's playing a little bit more patient now, too. Through Sector 2 is what he's got to be. He's got to just stay on him through Sector 2. They're going to catch up to the leader. JB will get past.
Yeah. So what the interesting thing here is what is going to happen when they get to... Is it going to be on the straight? Are they going to time it well? Or is it going to be the Sector 2 and they're all going to be caught up on top of each other?
I think they'll probably get him on this straight, is my guess, going to 35. But I don't know if both Harry and Edge will. I think Edge will, because look at that. He's at 8 tenths right here. But if Harry isn't within 5 tenths of JB before they get out of turn 5, it's going to be really, really tough for him to get by. Edge has 7 tenths.
Harry does carry...
Straight on for JB coming out of that corner. Hold on a second. So
it's going to be tight. I think someone's going to send it.
Edge goes
turn
for
1
it.
here.
Harry has to stay back. No shot Harry gets there. There goes Edge. Harry's got to stay back.
Blinking.
No, he doesn't do that.
Harry sends it. He sends it on his own teammates.
JB gave it to him. For sure gave it to him. Oh, wow. So Harry's on right here.
Yep. I didn't know if JB was able to see him. So
looks like he was.
Jordan is making a move past Yoga back there. He's looking to squeak his way into the end of the podium here. Yeah.
Yeah, if he can gain some time. He's far away, because of penalties, right? But he's got Golden Drift on penalties at this current moment. So, and Harry Sutton is only 1 tenth away from Edge. I think Harry actually might have the advantage right here. Takes the outside line. Look at that. He's being so much more careful with his tires right now. He's saying, nah, I'm not going to overpress it. I'm just going to be chilling these guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah, he's playing really smooth through these next corners. He knows he's going to have the advantage coming out of this corner.
If I were Harry, I would not burn on this first DRS straight and burn.
Second one, going through turn 4.
Second one, yep. I would stay as close as you can and just...
He must be listening. Look at this. He's saying... He's keeping it. He says, yeah, I'm good. He was just a little bit just to close up the gap a little bit more. That was smart.
I don't even think he doesn't even have his DRS open. He's just sitting there riding in behind.
He trusts his exit. Oh, yeah, that's reason to trust it. Look at that. He's done.
Yep.
Harry's got this.
Yep, that'll be overspeed easy.
Edge has nothing he can do. And he's now stuck way back. That's a 2/10 difference coming out of that corner. And look at that. Harry is gone. Almost 4 tenths coming out of turn 4. Just see you later, alligator. Jordan, though, has made himself up into 4th easily, and he might make himself up again. Right now, it's 2.7 seconds to JB.
He may get the DRS off of Golden, and that will pull him
to 3rd easy.
Into 3rd, yeah.
He's technically already 3rd. He's 2.5 seconds away from JB, so he's already 3rd.
Okay.
He's just got to hold that now. Edge, though, nothing he can do. He's lost 7 tenths on this lap. Oh, my gosh. Harry Sutton played this to perfection. He's just got to make it out of this final corner fine, and he does. 8/9, almost a full second coming out. He's burning his ERS. He says, yep, I'm going to win this thing in style. Harry Sutton comes across the line. Our very first Tier 4 victor in Season 10. Congratulations, Harry. He breaks the streak of
drag
edge.
race, JB got loose on the final corner and drift past him. And then Jordan...
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Penalties,
JB got loose coming out of the last corner and lost so much.
That's wild. That's crazy. Harry Sutton has broken the curse, though. Edge has won the first race of Tier 4 2 seasons in a row, and this time Harry Sutton says, no, it's mine. However, nobody that has won the first race of Season 4 of Tier 4 has been able to win a champion in the past 2 seasons. So, Harry Sutton, is he shooting himself in the foot for the curse? You never know. Edge, though, comes home in second. Jordan in third. Great race from him after qualifying on pole and, dealing with a lot of adversity throughout that race. Really impressive. Sean Till into fourth. Golden Drift into fifth. JB into sixth. Testeros in seventh. D-Master recovers all the way up to eighth. Yogan in ninth. Meebnator in 10th. And Cartman just outside of the points in 11th. Wow. What a race.
Wild
race. That was pretty crazy. Jim, is that as crazy as you expected it to be, or do you expect it to be even more wild?
I expected it to be somewhat similar to that.
Yeah.
Based on just how Tier 5 went and how everyone was in qualifying, I think it was just waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But,
that was pretty nuts.
Definitely worth the price of admission.
Yeah, big time. Well, the Red Bull team is feeling good. They got a first and a sixth place finish tonight. Great finish for them. They are the leading team here in Tier 4. Haas will take up second, I want to say. McLaren will take up third. Ferrari will take up fourth. Alfa Romeo will take up fifth. Aston Martin will take up sixth, and Williams will take up seventh. Mercedes in eighth, and then AlphaTauri, no points tonight. Or sorry, they have 1 point. They're in ninth.
1 point.
So good for them. But the Alpine drivers, after looking so good, end up in 13th and 14th with the fast slap for Nigel Thornbrake too, but just couldn't put it together during the race. So GG's for Harry Sutton. He says yes in the chat. Congratulations, Harry. That was a very, very, very well fought win. I am sadly going to be a bad host tonight, and I won't be able to do interviews. Of course, I got to go jump into Tier 3. It's already started.
Yes.
But I do want to say this was an absolutely insane race, and I gotta say thank you to all of our drivers and our audience here tonight. Thank you so much, everybody in chat. I hope you guys all had a blast. Jim, thanks for commentating this thing with me, man. This was crazy, wasn't it?
That was super fun. I had a great time, and we'll be missing you next week, but we are waiting for Yellow's arrival.
Oh, yes. Yellow will be coming in with the heat next week, guys. Get ready for him at Monaco, his favorite track to both race and commentate at. He loves it. I know Tier Money is going to give us some fun, because if that was how tight Brazil was, dude, imagine the Monaco DRS trains. This is going to be... And the aggression. If we see that level of aggression in Monaco, my gosh.
There may be 6 people that finish the race.
Yeah,
so
they'll find a way to break the safety car limit. Like, I know they will. It's crazy.
Yes.
That's insane. Wow, this is great. Well, my friend, thank you so much for joining me as well. And again, congratulations to our podium finishers. Great job from them. Phenomenal job. Jordan, Edge, and of course, Mr. Harry Sutton with the win. Great job, guys. I will see you guys in the Tier 1 commentary tonight. Of course, I'll be streaming my Tier 3 race as well on my own channel, so maybe I'll see you guys there. Until next time, y'all keep being wonderful. Keep making the world a better place. We'll see ya on the flippity flop. Bye-bye.
See you guys.